The B-52 Stratofortress, once a Cold War icon, has been reborn as a powerhouse of modern U.S. air power. Rolled out in the 1950s, this bomber dodged the scrapyard with bold upgrades, turning it into a beast for today's wars. In this video, we're breaking down how the B-52 got its second life, from new engines to a brainy cockpit, and why it's still leading the charge into 2050. Let's dive in. The B-52's transformation started with the Commercial Engine Replacement Program, or CERP. Its old engines got swapped for high-bypass turbofans, boosting fuel efficiency, cutting maintenance and stretching range. These aren't just new parts, they signal a big shift, keeping the B-52 a long-range heavy hitter for decades. Structural tweaks and digital upgrades touched every system, from navigation to battle software. Analog dials, gone. The B-52 is now a digital war machine ready for modern combat's speed and complexity. The real game-changer is the cockpit and sensors. The old-school gauges were replaced with a sleek digital setup, giving crews real-time data, threat maps, and fire control. At the core is an active, electronically scanned array radar, locking onto targets with pinpoint accuracy over huge distances. It's not just for the B-52, it feeds data to Allied planes, drones, and ships acting like a battlefield hub. Toss in satellite comms and machine learning threat analysis, and the B-52's more than a bomber. It's a flying command center, letting crews spot, rank, and smash targets faster than ever. The B-52's firepower got a major glow-up too. Forget carpet bombing, it now drops precision-guided Joint Direct Attack munitions, or JDAMs, from 500 to 2,000 pounds. Guided by GPS and inertial systems, these bombs hit soft or hardened targets with surgical accuracy. Dynamic targeting lets crews update bomb paths mid-flight using intel from drones or satellites. This means the B-52 doesn't just follow a script, it adapts to the battlefield, striking through bad weather or enemy defenses with deadly precision. For a high-stakes mission, the B-52's weapons bay was packed with high-yield JDAMs, set to crush buried bunkers, command posts, and fortified depots. Weapons officers prepped them with digital codes, matching each bomb to its target and tweaking fuses for max impact. Live intel from surveillance platforms ensured every strike synced with the battle plan. The cockpit crew drilled release angles and escape routes, plotting a flight path to hit hard while dodging air defenses. This wasn't just bombing, it was a perfectly timed strike, coordinated with Allied forces. At dawn, the flight crew gathered in a hardened control room for the final briefing. The vibe was tense but focused, built on months of planning and trust in the B-52's new tricks. Pilots mapped flight routes and altitudes, while electronic warfare officers prepped for radar threats and jamming. Weapons specialists nailed down target order and timing, syncing JDAMs with Allied strikes. Everyone knew their role and the team boarded the jet with purpose. This mission wasn't routine, it was proof the B-52 reborn could dominate modern wars. After systems checks and comms linked with command, the B-52 taxied out and launched into a pale sky. It joined a strike force of B-2 Spirits, B-1 Lancers, A-10 Warthogs and F-16 escorts, moving like clockwork into enemy territory. Near the target zone, the B-52's bomb bays opened, unleashing JDAMs with devastating accuracy. The B-2, invisible to radar, hit underground bunkers. The B-1 flooded key sites with heavy payloads. A-10S mopped up survivors low to the ground, while F-16S crushed air threats. In under a minute, the enemy's infrastructure was toast, with no chance to fight back. As the force pulled back, recon confirmed total target destruction. The B-52 stayed on station, guiding follow-up strikes. Its AESA radar and data links made it a flying HQ, feeding enemy movements to the B-1 for a second bombardment. This real-time intel let the strike group pivot instantly, outsmarting enemy moves. The B-52 juggled threat signals and shifted priorities, leading like a general in the sky. The B-2 swooped low, dropping bunker busters on hidden targets, its stealth catching enemies off guard and shutting down their response. The B-1, screaming at high speed, hit convoys, depots and radar sites with guided bombs. Paired with the B-52, they created kill zones no enemy could escape, overwhelming defenses in seconds. Down low, A-10S hunted mobile threats with their GAU-8 cannons and missiles using B-52 targeting data to pick off stragglers. F-16s patrolled the skies, downing enemy jets and zapping ground defenses while passing intel to the bombers. The whole operation was a masterclass in teamwork, blending old-school grit with cutting-edge tech. This mission wasn't just a win, it was a milestone. The B-52, the fleet's oldest bomber, led a modern air assault, proving upgrades can keep it lethal. Its digital brain, long range, and precision strikes make it a beast for decades. But challenges loom. Sustained ops need steady funding and new engines must prove reliable. Enemy defenses like S-500s or hypersonic missiles could test its survivability. Coordinating with stealthier B-2S or NGAD fighters adds complexity. Still, the B-52's adaptability and raw power keep it a cornerstone of US might. Yo, if you're stoked about the B-52's comeback, smash that subscribe button. More epic military tech breakdowns are coming your way. What's your take on the B-52's epic revival? Drop it in the comments, especially if you're a military buff. Hit like, subscribe, and check our B-2 and A-10 videos for more. The Stratofortress is back and it's ruling the skies.